Welcome or welcome back. It's so nice to see you. I'm Kay, and this is going to be my list of goals for 2024, both for my reading goals and my channel goals, and what I want to accomplish with this channel next year. Alrighty. First, for the reading goals, because those are way more important, I have 7 reading goals for this year. And so we're gonna just go through them all, explain a little bit about why I've decided to have that goal for this year. So the first goal is going to be to read 80 books in 2024. And that's because my goal for 2023 was to read 75 books, and it is currently December 26th, and I have read 77 books this year, with plans to finish one more before the end of the year. And I think pushing myself a little further next year is a good idea, but I don't want to try and push myself too hard, just because I do have school and I have other obligations in life outside of reading. And so I think adding 2 is a nice even number to try and achieve for next year. So the second goal for 2024 is going to be to read outside of my comfort genres. I am very into reading self-help books, which I don't really talk about on this channel. And then the other books that I read are romance books, which romance is my not guilty pleasure. I refuse to be guilty about reading romance novels, as everyone seems to be nowadays, which is great. But so I want to try and step outside of those genres and read other books that can offer more to me intellectually, story-wise. I need to stop seeking romance in all of the novels that I read, is basically what I'm trying for next year. So the third goal is to read at least 3 biographies or autobiographies. This is just because I don't know a lot about historical figures or people of relevance in history, and so a good way to learn about people is to read biographies or read autobiographies and what they've contributed to the world. I don't know, it seems interesting. I mean, Hamilton the musical was written because of Lin-Manuel Miranda reading the biography of Alexander Hamilton, sorry. Anyways, so my fourth goal is to try and read at least 2 books from every genre. Now I'm saying that right now, and I don't even think that I could name every genre that exists. And so this one's a bit ambitious. Agreeing to read 2 books from those genres, troubling, but we're trying to grow as a person in 2024. That's what we're aiming for. So let's do it, right? So my 5th goal is going to be to read translations. I am a native English speaker, and because of that, I've only really read English literature and English writings. I have read a few short stories in Italian because I was one class away from an Italian minor in undergrad, and so I had to read a lot of books and stuff for Italian. But I sort of took reading in Italian classes the same way I took reading in English classes, which was I could get away with not having to read all of this and just going off of the summaries, which was true. But that's besides the point. So I want to read some translations, try and learn more about fictional writings and maybe non-fictional writings, who knows, from other cultures and countries. Just get to broaden my horizons a little bit. I think it could be fun. I've seen some really good videos from like Jessie the Reader. I think they were Japanese translations or translations from Japanese literature. And they've read a few of those, and there were videos on those books were pretty interesting. And so I think that other cultures can offer some interesting literature to read and to absorb and pick up. So yeah, my 6th reading goal is going to be to read 1 book in Italian, like from start to finish, because I can read in Italian. That's one of those little things that I got from that almost Italian minor. And so I want to pick up an Italian book and actually read it. It might be like a super easy book, like, I don't know, The Little Prince or something, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm going to continue to flex that Italian muscle and continue to learn the language, and learn it is putting it very strongly. We're gonna take what we can get, okay? Okay. My 7th and final reading goal is going to be to I'm gonna try and DNF more books. I have this really bad habit of buying books without really like learning what they're about. As you can tell from many videos where I've explained how I've gone into this book knowing absolutely nothing outside of the title. And I do that a lot, which is not necessarily a bad thing. The only problem is that because I have already purchased the book, I have a hard time like not finishing it because I've already spent money on it, which makes sense. You spend the money, so read the book, kind of. But also, I've found myself not enjoying the books that I read a lot of the time because of that, and so I don't want to do that to myself next year. 2024 is going to be the year of self-care. Okay? Cool. So I actually lied. There's going to be one more goal for my reading goals. I'm going to have 8 reading goals now. See? Look at that. Growth, development. Anyways, so my 8th reading goal is I'm going to try and be less influenced by other people's reading. I love to read books that are like hyped on TikTok or on BookTube. Those books that, everyone read, like Fourth Wing, and honestly, I think that's the only one that I told you guys about reading. I've read others, but that was like the big one. And then I honestly read books that I wasn't a big fan of this year because of that. And there were definitely books I should have DNF'd, so this goes hand in hand with DNFing more books. Just because I don't want to have my reading and my reading experiences be shaped by what other people like. I do take recommendations, obviously. I love watching Chandler Ainsley's videos. She's fantastic, and so I tend to read books she recommends. But I'd like to try and pick my own books more and take less from other people and what they recommend to people. Now, much shorter, much smaller list of goals is going to be my channel goals. So for 2024, I would like to see K and other letters grow a bit. And I want to challenge myself a little more as a reader and as a reader that is documenting her growth and development as a reader. And so my first goal for 2024 is going to be to post at least 70 videos this coming year. I think that's a good amount because that's a slightly higher rate than posting one video a week, which I didn't do this year. I'm not gonna disparage myself for doing that. I needed the time, so I took the time. That's fine. But I'd like to challenge myself to post at least once a week, occasionally posting twice a week when I'm out of school. And so I came up with the number 70. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe I don't hit it, maybe I do. Who's to say? My second goal for this channel is going to be to get 1,000 subscribers. And so I say that not because I necessarily need to have 1,000 subscribers. That's not really what I'm aiming for with this channel. I made this channel to have someone holding me accountable to actually reading in my life, which it's doing really well. I was reading the entire time I wasn't posting because I was like, oh, I need to read so that I can post. And then I just didn't have the time to actually post. But I was still reading because of the fact that I felt like I had to post, which means that this channel is accomplishing the goal that I set for it when I started it. That being said, in order for me to continue to feel that need to read for posts, I'd like to have people that are dedicated to watching my videos, which the YouTube analytics does give you return viewership type of thing. And so I think that I need to find a way to quantify that number so that the goal is actually something I can see myself achieving or not achieving as the year goes on. And so the best way to do that is just to do the subscriber count thing. I obviously love and appreciate all of the subscribers that I have right now. I have 20. Thank you so much for all of you guys for subscribing to this channel. I know I haven't been posting super regularly, but I do appreciate it. I think that that's a solid way to actually count that or quantify viewership. And I'm going to be equating the number of subscribers to the people holding me accountable to continuing to read, essentially. My final goal, the third goal for my channel, is going to be to post one video, or at least one video every week on the same day. Now, I say on the same day and not a specific day because I'm trying to decide right now if I want to have that video be posted on Mondays. When I first started out, I was doing it on Thursdays, and the whole reason that I ended up falling off of that is because I didn't have time to edit a video during the week, and I'm not the type of person to have enough forethought to film and edit a video on a weekend and then have it ready to post for Thursday. That's just too much time in my ADHD mind to like sit on something. I can't. And so then I would put it off, and then I wouldn't have time. And because I was in the middle of getting tons and tons of homework that was all due like Friday, and it was a mess. And so I think a beginning of the week day is a better day. So Monday or Tuesday is solid. But I don't know. It would be nice to post my first video of the year on the first day of the year. That just has like a nice poetic nature to it. But Tuesday also seems like a better option because weekends kind of suck. I mean, weekends are great, but like Mondays already kind of suck. But yeah, so I just need to think about that a little more to decide which day I'm going to be posting on, and then I will stick to that day, hopefully, and post at least once a week, every week on that specific day. But I will get back to you on that. Actually, leave me a comment down below if you think I should post on Mondays or Tuesdays for my weekly schedule. And then my extra video will probably be, if I post an extra video, it'll probably be out on like a Thursday. But yeah, so comment down below what you think I should do for that. And also feel free to share your reading goals with me. I'd love to read other goals. I'm inspired by other people's reading goals, and maybe they will allow me to broaden my reading goals and just expand on those and add some more to them. Yeah, so give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe. That'd be really cool to help with that one goal, you know? That'd be cool. Okay, thank you. Bye.